Joining me now is our defence and security analyst, Professor Michael Clarke. Hello there to you, Michael. And that address there, the unscheduled national address, is unequivocally a Russian president who's trying to tell the people, I'm in control.
Yes, and what was interesting, Sam, is just how angry he appeared. Normally, when you see President Putin, he makes these statements and he makes them with a sort of a rather passive face. You can see there, he was really angry. And he uses very clear language. He says, this is treason. This is an armed mutiny. It's all part of the problem that Russia is having to defend itself against whatever these forces are that he says are trying to destroy it. So the speech itself, unexpected, quite brief, but angry. And you can tell here that Putin must know that his whole special military operation is not just on the line, but his power is now on the line. I suspect he will emerge from this weakened, but I bet he will emerge from it. I'm just guessing. But nevertheless, this is far and away his biggest crisis in 23 years. And it's blown up in about 36 hours in reality.
What do you make of Prigozhin's ambitions to march on Moscow? I mean, he's got putative 25,000 troops. Yeah. Why does he think that that's realistic?
Well, it's not realistic. 25,000 troops. They may be fighting in Voronezh, which seems to be the case. There's something going on there. That's still 300 miles from Moscow, and 25,000 troops are not going to march on Moscow as such. But what Prigozhin is banking on, I'm pretty sure, is that the army or significant units in the army will sit on their hands. Whenever we're dealing with coups or attempted coups, the armies that sit on their hands are just as important as the armies who turn out and fight. And Prigozhin, when you look at his astonishing statements that he made on Thursday night, Friday morning, and this little clip that you're running now is where he's talking to Yevkarov, who's the deputy defense minister, and he's very rude to him. There's Yevkarov looking really very awkward. And he's speaking there for ordinary people, because he said at this meeting, you can see it, he's speaking to the two of them, and he's making it very clear. He said, we have come to end the disgrace to the country in which we live. That's what we are doing. And he says, you're wasting troops, you're throwing them in senseless, useless attacks. And that sort of language, of course, is exactly what a lot of the troops on the front know to be the case. So Prigozhin isn't just talking about his Wagner forces here. He's making a play, I'm pretty sure, for the loyalty of significant units of the regular forces. And if they're not going to turn out and fight for him, he wants them to sit on their hands as the next phase of this crisis unwinds. And I bet that's what he himself is actually, I think we'll hear more from him soon, and I think that's what his next ploy will be.